What are negative emotions and how to kill them? First of all, we must understand what are negative emotions. What is the meaning of negative emotion? As human beings, we are bound to feel happy or sad with situations or while interacting with people. Impact of such a situation or interaction is emotion. The emotions can be positive or negative. Positive emotions will make us feel happy, while negative emotions on the other side make us feel sad and unhappy. Both these categories of emotions are a part of human life. Both have a role to play. When these are left uncontrolled, both these emotions do not help us. In fact, they tend to add problems in life which we have to deal with. Not only negative emotions, but even happiness, which is uncontrolled, does not give us a good opportunity to grow. So what should we do? We must be self-aware and monitor our emotions all the time. What are the examples of negative emotions? Are of 5 types. These are sadness, anxiety, anger, guilt, shame, or embarrassment. Let us examine these negative emotions one by one. Sadness. This is an emotion which is hardly positive, or it has hardly any positive effect on life. In fact, it saps away the time. We lose time, we also lose energy. Except for the fact that we have possibility to contemplate and experience nostalgia, there is no other gain from the emotion of sadness. It reduces definitely energy. It reduces your desire to follow goals. You start feeling that there is no significance of life. If sadness continues, you lose your interest in life. How to come out of this negative emotion? The best way is to start doing something interesting. For example, if you are fond of painting, start a new picture. If you are fond of singing, start practicing a new song. If you are a health freak, it is best time you start doing some exercise. In short, don't sit and spend away your valuable time in remaining sad. The next emotion is that of anxiety. Anxiety, some people may say that it helps you to analyze the situation. They may say it prepares you to meet the challenge ahead. It forces you to do all the preparation that you need to face a new situation or a challenge. This is an example of self-satisfying assumption. Anxiety will always have a negative effect on your brain. Anxiety affects your ability to decide, and it should not be mistaken for need to prepare for the meeting or situation or any challenge. That does not require anxiety. It requires only your decisive thinking and discipline. Anxiety will only cause stress, which will affect your productivity. Whenever you are anxious for a particular challenge which has cropped up in your life, the best way is to sit down and write down what are the possibilities. You always have to make a choice. If you don't decide, even all that you will do, all that will add to your anxiety if you are indecisive. Third emotion I will talk to you about is anger. Anger is a very negative emotion. Anger is the emotion which however, can be used to your advantage. But it will happen only when you are keen to use it. Keen to use anger to motivate yourself to do something which you have been postponing. Anger also needs to be in control. When in control, you can be sure that it will give you greater energy to face the situation which is difficult and which requires all concentrated effort. However, if you think that anger by itself will help you, if you think that it will solve your problem by itself, you are sadly mistaken. Unbridled anger can cause havoc. It will increase your stress and generate further negative emotions like vengeance or enmity or the like. So, you should be cautious that anger should not be allowed to rule over you. You should only think of using situation or using the powerful emotion for furthering your cause. It definitely enhances your motivation. It definitely increases your willpower to resolve the problem. But, as I said earlier, you must be in control of your anger and you must be determined. You should not allow anger to have control over you. The next fourth type of emotion is guilt. Guilt is another negative emotion. It generates by your inner self. It happens when you feel that you have done something which you ought not to have done. It is indicative of lack of discipline on your part. It is indicative that you are tempted to do small things. It is indicative that you have lesser control over yourself. It is also indicative of the weakness of one's character. How can we use this emotion to our advantage? We should remain self-aware and we should think before doing anything. Over a period, if you are aware, and over a period you have realized that certain things which you did in the past left you the curse of feeling guilt, you should be determined not to do it, not to repeat it. It means that if you are shirking away from your responsibilities, you have the feeling of guilt. So, if you question yourself that you must avoid the negative feeling of guilt which has caused a negative effect on your health, on your thinking, on your brain, you may help yourself to avoid such inaction or even action which you feel will cost you dearly. Last but not the least is the feeling of shame or embarrassment. We should talk about shame or embarrassment in detail. This negative feeling, this negative emotion demolishes our self-confidence. It can reduce our self-esteem. This may not be entirely due to your character blemishes. It may be due to environment. Oftentimes there are some incidents which your peers or colleagues or others deliberately try to embarrass you. So, what should you do? Whenever you are likely to face such a situation, you have to prepare yourself. Maybe you remind one previous occasion when some people misbehaved with you. All that at that time, recall what was your conduct, what was your reaction, how did you deal with the situation. Recall if you had not handled it properly, and that became a cause of embarrassment. You can plan out a different response. In such a case, if you want to avoid embarrassment, which is affecting your personality, you have to do some kind of preparation in life. If you want to be successful, you have always to be prepared for challenging situations. Never be shy of preparation. Never think that you can handle anything and everything because of your ego. Ego has absolutely no place except when you mean self-evidence, self-confidence, when you are talking about your ego. Ego should not hinder any of your action. Ego should not hinder your communications with your peers or with family members at home that can cause